Alara Voss had always hated silence. Not the natural kind, the hush of old forests and archived Earth archives, or the soft lapping of water in gravity-simulated canals. Those were honest silences. What surrounded her now was a synthetic void, dense and deliberate, like a mouth sealed shut in fear. She crouched in the underbelly of Cognate Shell 18, a collapsed memory tower on the edge of Neo-Tokyo Arc 7. The structure groaned around her as metal bones shifted beneath failing grav plates, its neural grid long since gone cold. Her palm light cast long, twitching shadows against the curved walls, veins of old tech, wires, and fluid tubing once pulsing with the thoughts of thousands. Now, it was a tomb, a crypt of data. She knelt over the corpse of a former cognate archivist, body still wrapped in the glass thread robes of his station. His neural stem implant protruded like a crown of thorns from his skull, darkened but intact. That was rare. Too rare to ignore. With a practiced motion, Alara reached into her satchel and pulled out her MNV to decoder, a matte-black memory extraction unit rigged with her own custom bypass AI, nicknamed Stitch. The moment she plugged it into the corpse's port, the silence shattered, just not in the way she expected. A flicker, then static. Her retinal overlay blinked to life. Data streams filled the periphery of her vision, color-coded lines of corrupted thought patterns, fragments of audio memories, an ocean of static bleeding into the background. Most of it was garbage, some of it dangerous, but one node 0 by 17 Kale glowed bright blue. Her blood ran cold. Impossible, she whispered, leaning closer, isolating the node. The name wasn't just familiar, it was sacred, off-limits, forbidden. Even in her own mind, Stitch, validate node 0 by 17 Kale, she commanded, voice trembling. Voice sprint match, 98.4%. Identity confirmed, Kale Voss. No, that's not right, Kale's gone. He's been gone for 10 years. But Stitch disagreed. The node pulsed again, stronger now. Her decoder beeped, indicating playback readiness. Alara's finger hovered over the activation rune for a long moment. She glanced around the crumbling chamber as if expecting the dead to object. Then she pressed it. The air turned electric. Her vision blurred, and then the voice came through, raw and broken, like a wire fraying beneath voltage. Alara, she gasped, it's me. I don't have much time. They're watching. The voice's voice was undeniably real, aged by time, modulated by decay, but unmistakably Kale. It tore through her like a scalpel to the soul. They buried me in here, in the dark, beneath the system's bones. Mirror Garden wasn't just a simulation, it was a vault, a lie, a grave. Her knees went weak. The memory stream surged and wavered, threatening to collapse. Listen carefully. The singularity reversal is coming. They think they can stop it. Riven thinks he can shape it, but he can't. If he does, we all vanish. Then, as suddenly as it had begun, the stream went dead. A screech of feedback knifed through her ears, and the decoder sparked violently, forcing her to yank it loose. The corpse's neural implant fizzled, smoke curling upward. Node 0 by 17 Kale disintegrated before her eyes, overwritten by a cascading corruption protocol. Erased, gone, again. Alara stumbled backward, breathing hard, bracing against the cold wall. Kale was dead, had been for a decade. She watched his consciousness fail in the Mirror Garden logs. Watched the ArcNet issue a digital obituary, neat and clean. But he'd just spoken to her, and not a hallucination, not an echo. A live node, a hidden consciousness. And the singularity reversal, whatever it was real enough for Kale to risk his last digital breath. Her mind reeled. She thought of all the years she'd spent tracing dead memory trails. All the doors slammed in her face. All the classified stamps and digital redactions. Now, one whisper from a ghost had ripped open the past like a wound. She barely registered the soft chime on her wristpad. A new message had arrived, anonymous, encrypted, piggybacking on an old maintenance frequency. She opened it. They know you heard him. Run. Her eyes widened. Behind her, the shaft groaned. A low mechanical whir echoed down the corridor, lightweight. Footsteps. Not human. ArcNet had sent sweepers. No time to think. She ripped her gear free, shoved the decoder into her coat, and ran. Through collapsed corridors, past rows of derelict memory pods, through the still-breathing remnants of a dead mind, and somewhere, buried deep in that forgotten ruin, the ghost of her brother whispered again, "Don't let them rewrite us."